Working.
Good morning, gorgeous.
Morning. I don't know if it's a good morning yet. I am actually testing out a new battery this trip. The reason being I have to get a basically new set of batteries, a 20K and a 10K, when I'm doing the big Secchi loop partway through, because I'm not going to come out. This is by Ugreen. I've heard good things about their brand. I haven't used them before, but I am a big fan of things that actually have like some sort of a battery meter versus just the 4 dots most of them do. If somebody is about to leave a comment about how they use a Nitecore battery and those are way lighter, yeah, look up my history. I've had like 4 of those fail on me, and I am never trusting another Nitecore battery after my last go around with Airtech Sport. I've also been testing out these Hero V9s during the rehab hikes. I was doing these and the Alta Mesas from North Face. Ended up liking these a little better. I did use a version of these when I was doing the ADT. The V9s seemed to have a little better glued on tread as near as I can tell, and they added a little more foam. And considering the failure point after 250, 300 miles was this got too thin, I'm kind of hopeful that these will last a little longer. So far so good. I'm not tracking how many miles I have exactly, but I'm probably around 150, 200-ish. We had a nice, quiet, lovely night here at Sheep Camp. Near as I can tell, we're the only people here, based on the amount of horse poop and flies all over the place. I'm guessing packers are probably one of the main users of this place. We are just getting moving at 8 a.m. We are going to be descending down to Relief Reservoir today, cutting up Kennedy Meadow, and then trying to make it over Big Sam by the end of the day. We are about a third of the way through our trip mileage-wise. So 32 some miles out of 94 some miles. And we're doing pretty good so far, other than the usual aches and pains that comes from adjusting to carrying a pack again. My guess is the trail's going to be pretty good, kind of like yesterday for a while. Though on the far end by Hetch Hetchy, we're going through another burn area that was pretty overgrown last time we were out that way. This has been working pretty well as a shakeout trip so far. I'm testing a new battery, and since I've been burned on it, I'm doing that when Jen's with me and she has a battery, just so I'm not stuck 60 plus miles in with no power and no way to charge. We're also having issues with our stove again. The isobutane stoves seem like if you use them long enough out here, they all get dust particles or something that kind of affects the closure mechanism, and I just have to replace them. It's just fact of life with how much time I'm spending on trail and in what areas, unfortunately. Blondie, you were making fun of this area yesterday, but this is still pretty. Very different type of rock we're transitioning into, though. Ooh, we're getting our Vermont on, Blondie. Okay, so this is above the established campsite around Relief Reservoir. We already are seeing fishermen around. So we are going to fill up with water here, drink our fill, and then try and get to the other side of the reservoir. We will not have access to the reservoir because we are high up by the look of it. See the campground?
No, wait.
It's a yellow tent out on that rock there. That is a very empty reservoir. So it looks like Kennedy Meadows North is over that away. And we're going to go into this canyon off to the right ahead of us at some point. Okay. And here we go. We got big climb now. The kiddie fishing pole and fishing net. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, Blindy is going to be happy here. Smile. Yeah. Ah, damn cow fields. Okay, so this is Kennedy Canyon up past the lake. This is the part I have been dreading a little bit just because of how it fell. So we're already about 12 miles into the day, and we really need to get up and over this pass. So we're at around 7,800 right now, and Big Sam Peak, which I think we go into that drainage to the left behind that peak up and over, is going to be 10,800. So that's a good climb for the next 4.5 miles or so. Once we have done that, we will still have some climbs, but the next couple of days is going to be generally descending, because we're going to go from 10.8 down to about 3,600 at Hetch Hetchy. So a little easier going, assuming the trails are in reasonable shape.
headed up Kennedy Creek, looking back at Kennedy Peak, and then follow that ridge to the left. That kind of cooler looking summit block is Molo Mountain. This one is unnamed. And that, I think, is Big Sam, which this trail will take us up and over.
We are at 9,200. We might end up staying at this side of the pass. It's 10:08 to get over.
Well, our initial plan had been to try to get up and over Big Sam all today and camp just on the other side by High Immigrant Lake. This is a really steep climb, especially for at the end of a full day. So we're now thinking we're gonna try and split the climb, assuming we can find a campsite in the next mile or so here. This spot kind of looked promising from a distance, but unfortunately it is still too slopey. So pinning our hopes on this bunch of trees up here, also right by the crossing, so maybe more likely to have a little established site. Sure enough, I kind of figured we probably weren't the only folks to need a break halfway up this climb. This has been used before.
I had been hoping to make it over the pass today, but I'm seem to be hitting my limit today, so we've got a spot up here. We're just gonna camp here, do the last 1,200 feet or so in the morning. It is frustrating because I wanted to power over and make more miles. We've only done 14 miles and change today, but that climb was steep and just killed me. And we got more ahead. So tomorrow morning, that'll be a better circumstance.
It feels really quiet and peaceful up here. Down by the creek, there are tons of flowers as well as a gorgeous view down Kennedy Creek. And we're eating dinner a little bit on the early side so we can rest up and get all ready to do that climb tomorrow. You can see the trail cutting into that barren hillside. So looking forward to that bright and early tomorrow morning. Home sweet home for the night.